The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert,
Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald,
Lancelot Herman,
Herman?
Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Our doctor's looking dreamy-eyed.
The prince is giving a ball. They say he wants to find a bride. He may find one at the ball. If only he'd propose to me. I pray that he'll propose to me. Why shouldn't he propose to me? I wish I hadn't married Sam. In your little diaphragm, I wear a gown of satin jade. I'm in a pink brocade. And me, I'm in the second grade.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert,
Son of Her Majesty, Queen Constantina,
Charlotte Ermentrude,
Guinevere Maisie,
Maisie Margaret Anne is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
I wish I didn't like to eat. I wish I were demure and sweet. I wish I were a bolder girl. I wish I were a younger girl. I wish I were an older girl.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert,
Son of His Majesty, King Maximilian, Godfrey Ladislaus, Leopold Sidney,
Sidney Frederick John is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella, come along home now. You're cluttering up the street. Cinderella, the door. Cinderella, close the window. Cinderella, my chair. Cinderella, close the window. Cinderella, my chair. Cinderella, make some tea, honey. Cinderella, iron my dress. I'll need it. Cinderella, lay out my new gown for this evening. Cinderella, wash my gloves for tomorrow. Cinderella, it's freezing. Cinderella, poke the fire. Cinderella, close the window. Really, Cinderella? Cinderella, really? It's freezing. Close the window. Close the window. Close the window, Cinderella. Now, my daughters, I want to talk to you. Well, not you. I want to talk to my own daughters.
That girl always wants to sit down. No wonder she never gets anything done.
Now, Joy.
Yes, ma'am.
And Portia.
Yes, ma'am?
As you well know, my little Muppets, this may be the most important year of your lives. The prince has returned from his studies abroad, and this ball that's being given in his honor is for one purpose only.
They want him to choose a bride.
Every girl in the kingdom wants to marry the prince, including you, Portia.
Uh-huh.
And you, Joy.
Uh-huh.
On our shopping tour today, I bought you the most beautiful materials and all the frills and frou-frou my purse could afford. So whether or not you marry the prince, you'll both have to marry somebody this year.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, there's one thing you must remember. When you want to marry a man, you can't rely on your beauty alone. Now, Portia, you are named for a great lawyer.
Uh-huh.
I want you to show off your intellect as well as your beauty. Do you understand?
Naturally.
And Joy, I want you to live up to your name. I want you to be vivacious and alert as well as beautiful.
Uh-huh.
That does not mean, however, that I want you to neglect your appearance. Our family has always been noted for its fascinating women. So now let's all go upstairs and get our beauty sleep. I'm exhausted from all that shopping. Tomorrow I'm going to have to get a massage. That's the only thing that does me any good. A good pounding. That's what your father used to say.
I'm all tired out, Tuba. Going from store to store the way we did. You're tired? Yes, I'm tired. I suppose you think you're the only one that's tired. Well, who bought the most? That has nothing to do with it. That has everything to do with
Go
it.
to bed, both of you.
Leave me alone. You're always picking on me. Mom!
That's right. Don't raise your voices. And you, don't just stand there gaping at me. Tidy up those tea things.
Yes, ma'am. I wonder why they're so tired, looking at all those beautiful things and buying so many of them. I was too excited to be tired. I love this room when they've all gone out and there's nobody here but me.
Cinderella!
Yes, ma'am.
Stop jumping around down there. We can't sleep for the racket.
Yes, ma'am. I was just going to sit down anyway. I love sitting down right here. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know the spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in the land. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl meant to go mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a slave in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry. unarmed. When I meet a lioness in her lair, then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
Go.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. You got us into this.
Well, we had to do something to celebrate the 21st birthday of our son, His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert
Maisie.
Windermere Vladimir.
Maisie, I know all of his names. I'm his father.
A fine father you are.
What do you mean?
A fine father you are. I mean you never worry about him.
Why should I worry about him?
Because he isn't happy.
How do you know?
He doesn't seem to have any interest in anything or anyone.
Oh, he's happy, all right.
If he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married?
Look at your pants.
How could I gain so much weight in 5 years?
Because that's all you've done for 5 years. Gained weight. You haven't worn a court costume because we haven't given a ball for 5 years. You've done nothing to give your subjects any fun. Not a festival, not a fair, not a pageant. You've done nothing to make your people love you.
Ah, but they do anyways. Don't they? Oh,
The royal tailor will have to make you another suit.
that'll cost money.
Don't start to worry about what you're going to pay the tailor. Wait until you see what this ball is going to cost.
Maisie, this is no time to splurge. The exchequer is very low and I can't afford...
I have the chef and steward outside waiting to report their plans for the dinner.
The dinner.
Well, certainly. You can't have a ball without a dinner. Come in, gentlemen.
Don't have them in here. Your Majesties, a list of the bare necessities. A list of the bare necessities for what?
For 1,700 guests.
That seems a lot. Don't have any king crab.
Very well, Your Majesty.
I'd hate to see that written on a menu, king crab. Seems like a comment on my disposition.
1,000 baby lobsters for the salad.
Wow.
And 500 pheasants for the pie.
Aye.
1,000 pounds of caviar.
1,000.
Hush.
It's more than the surgeon can supply.
I told the steward to get us 40 acres of lettuce and 600 suckling pigs for roasting.
What about the marshmallows?
Who wants marshmallows?
I do.
Why?
For toasting.
Now, if you please, Your Majesties, I have a list of wine, the best of all the vintages from every nation's vine.
I want the wine of my country.
Hush, hush, hush.
Sherry and port and muscatel, Kimmel and eau de vie, dry champagne and sweet moselle, Burgundy and Chablis, aquavit and Libreville, whole and chocolate malted milk, brandy, drambuie and vodka, white and crystal clear.
I want the wine of my country. I want the wine of my country. I want the wine of my country. The wine of my country is beer.
Obviously.
When the tailor said these pants were fit for a king, he was lying. Ugh. All my money gone. Is she even allowed to take it?
Hello, Father.
Whoa! Ugh. Hello, my boy. Thought you were going for a ride.
I am, sir. The groom is bringing my horse around at 3 o'clock.
Christopher! How are you feeling?
Fine, Father.
You're not unhappy or anything, are you?
Why, no, Father.
That's what I thought. That's fine.
It seems to me, sir, that you look a little tired.
I am tired. When I think about that darn ball, you know, the ball you're giving with my money.
Oh, that. Well, to tell you the truth, sir, it isn't a night I'm looking forward to.
Dancing with all those
Candidates? Candidates?
Every simpering girl in the kingdom,
each one determined to show that she would be the perfect princess.
for me.
Yes, I know how you feel. Better to chase one girl than to be stampeded by a whole herd of them.
One thing's for sure. Whoever I marry, it won't be anyone I meet at the ball.
Know how you feel. Though, there's one thing we mustn't forget. Your mother has her heart set on this affair.
Yes, I know.
Christopher, if you talk to your mother about this, don't tell her how you feel. Tell her that you love the idea of a ball. Know what I mean? Make her feel good about it. Now, it's not lying if it's the right thing to do for your... Oh! Hello, my dear. Christopher and I were just...
I was just saying, Mother, how much I'm looking forward to the ball.
It sounds wonderful.
Does it?
Yes. I was just wondering if I could help you at all. I mean, in any of the preparations.
Well, yes, dear. Maybe you can.
And I see they're bringing my horse around from the stables now.
Have the sniffles. Getting a cold? Better take something for it. You wouldn't want to have a red nose at the ball.
I'll be over it by then.
Maisie,
What?
that boy isn't unhappy.
How do you know?
I asked him. He said he's feeling fine.
Did he? You know something?
What?
I love you.
Naturally you do. I'm the king.
Nothing to do with it. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the sky. Make love just as we love with the same dream.
plains where branches meet, and stars send down their blessings from the blue.
They go through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do.
Bravely marching forward two by two. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love,
With the same dream in their eyes.
songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye all. A royal proclamation. A holiday is hereby proclaimed.
Every bank be closed. Let every shop be closed. Let every school be closed.
Today is the day of the ball.
Cinderella, my gloves.
Cinderella, more curls. Cinderella, more ribbons.
Cinderella's no help at all. A very disorganized girl.
Ma, no brains. If you haven't got it, you haven't got it. And Cinderella, hasn't got it.
Cinderella, my fan. Cinderella, my lorgnette.
Cinderella, my reticule. Cinderella, my handkerchief.
Oh, the carriage is here. Oh, you all look so beautiful.
Yes, don't we? Cinderella, the flowers. Come along, girls.
Have a good time. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a pale sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. Your Highness, you shouldn't say such things. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I wish.
Fold-a-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the
the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Oh, Godmother, I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, I thought you might be lonely, and I knew what you'd be doing.
What?
I just knew I would find you in that same little chair, in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
What's wrong with that?
Folderol and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
What do you suppose every girl is doing tonight? I mean, every girl who isn't at the ball. Oh, she's wishing and dreaming she were really there.
But why aren't you really there?
My stepmother, somebody had to mind the house.
Do you know what I would do if I were you? I'd leave them. I'd just up and get out of the house. They make you work harder than a servant. If you want to be a servant, you can go somewhere else and be paid.
You mean leave my stepmother? I don't think if Father were alive he would like that. Do you think so?
Aren't you going to ask me in?
Forgive me, Godmother, of course. Come round to the door.
Don't bother.
How did you get in?
The window.
The window.
The window. Aren't you going to offer me some tea?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'll just light the fire. But it was out, and the kettle's hot. It's most curious. Oh, flowers! But I'm sure you brought them, didn't you?
Oh, I thought they'd brighten the room. Your water's boiling.
Please sit down. I'll have this in a minute.
Thank you.
You know, Godmother, I'm awfully glad you happened to come by tonight. I was getting very lonely.
Oh, I thought you might be.
Godmother, do dreams never come true?
Oh, I wouldn't say never, just seldom.
That's not very often, is it?
Not very often is precisely what seldom means. You're a very nice godchild, but you ask very foolish questions.
I wish you believed in wonderful things. I wish you believed that once in a while something marvelous and magical could happen.
Well, I don't say that I don't believe that once in a while something marvelous and magical can't happen.
For instance, do you believe in guardian angels?
Well, I can't say I don't believe in them. Only thing is, it's dangerous to believe too much in good fairies and guardian angels.
Why?
Oh, you get to lean on them. You get in the habit of sitting back and expecting them to do all the work for you. You've got to help yourself, you know.
I know. I think about it a lot, and then I don't know what to do. And so I always just wind up wishing and dreaming. I don't suppose that does any good at all.
Well, I don't say that it doesn't do any good at all. As a matter of fact, everything starts with a wish. Nothing happens without wishing.
Do you know what I was wishing tonight, just before you came?
Oh, I'm almost afraid to hear.
Do you see that pumpkin out in the yard?
Oh, I nearly stumbled over it in the dark.
The moon is shining on it now. I was wishing that that pumpkin would turn into a great big royal carriage that would take me to the ball tonight.
And what were you going to do for horses?
4 white mice. 4 white mice could turn into horses, beautiful white prancing steeds.
And were you going to drive them yourself?
Oh, no, there'd be a coachman and a footman and 2 flunkies in the back seat.
And where were they coming from?
They could be the 4 baby rats I saw down in the cellar yesterday. I know what you're going to say. Falderall and fiddle-dee-dee.
Yes, falderall and fiddle-dee-dee.
It's impossible, I suppose.
Impossible.
Just the same, it was what I was wishing, and I am still wishing it.
Nonsense.
I am wishing it very hard.
You are?
Yes, I am. If only I could have some magical help. If only I had a guardian angel, or if my godmother were a fairy godmother.
Very funny. Good joke.
I am wishing, in the name of every young girl who ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't, I am wishing that I may go to that dance tonight. I wish that by some kind of magic or abracadabra or falderall and fiddle-dee-dee, that all the kind hearts in the world would put their heads together.
All kind hearts in the world put their heads together.
You know what I mean. That all the kind hearts and good souls will wish with me, and that you, Godmother, will help me with every ounce of strength and cleverness you possess.
Cinderella?
Yes, Godmother?
It's impossible.
Impossible. I suppose so.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. Impossible things are happening every day. Is that really true, Godmother?
Well, yes, I suppose so, in a way.
Then I continue to build up my impossible hope and officially wish.
Officially wish.
I officially wish and wish and wish all those things I said about the pumpkin and the mice and the rats.
Impossible.
Just the same, I am wishing it.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses.
They will.
Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say.
And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Cinderella, look! Oh, Godmother. Oh, it's the coach and horses I wished for, and even the coachman and the footman. But how? You.
Yes, folderol and fiddle-dee-dee. It's magic.
But I don't understand.
Oh, and you don't have to. Come on. We better hurry or we're going to miss the ball.
Oh, Godmother, thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
And 4 white
possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Now you must go in and do exactly as I told you.
Aren't you coming with me?
Oh, heavens, no. I've been to so many of these things I couldn't stand another. Furthermore, all I can do is give you your wish. How it turns out from here is up to you.
But I'm afraid to go in there all by myself.
You needn't be, except for one thing. Do not stay past 12 o'clock. See that you are in your carriage and off for home before the clock strikes 12.
Why is it so important that I leave before 12?
You just obey and don't ask any questions.
But Godmother... Where are you? Where did she go? She just vanished out of sight. Did you see anything like that before?
Many times.
It's the first time I've seen it happen.
You'll see worse than that if you're not out of here before midnight.
I'm ready.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Anyway, we're doing it for our son.
I'm afraid he's having a worse time than I am. Look at him. How long do you think we have to stay?
Until the very end.
I've lost track of the prince. Where is he?
He's dancing with joy.
Yes? Oh, that joy. I want to chance at him.
You shall have it. Remember what I told you. Beauty is not enough. You must show him you have brains, like your namesake, Portia, in The Merchant of Venice.
You know what I want to be? A lawyer. Someday, I'll stand in a courtroom and I'll say some old judge or something about how the quality of mercy is not strange and how it splashes down like dew from heaven.
She is. All of a sudden, he's a different boy. His face is lighted up. He's dancing with a spring in his step.
Watching him dance with that lovely creature. Oh, it takes me back.
To when?
The first time I danced with you, my darling.
I wonder who she is.
I wonder who she is.
Who is she? I never saw the girl before.
Well, whoever she is, it's clear to me that he likes her the best.
Funny. She doesn't look very intellectual.
I've never met you before, have I?
No, I don't get out much.
I don't even know your name. Mine's Christopher.
Yes, I know. Christopher, Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl.
I don't use all those names. I would like you to call me just Christopher.
You would.
Have you a strange feeling that something has just happened to you, and you don't know what it is?
Yes, that is exactly the way I feel.
And you have no idea what it may be?
No, I have no idea.
"10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how-do-you-dos. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
Ago I met met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen, and I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I show you around the royal gardens?
I would like that very much.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and floppy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a lipstick on a charm and with very little trouble. I could bring her a little harm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fella ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no wider than a swan's.
She's only as dainty as a daisy.
She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can a fella ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
The ballroom is too crowded.
It's nicer out here.
Yes, with the moon beaming down on us. What's the matter?
I must go.
Why?
Because I promised my godmother.
Your godmother will forgive you if you're a little late.
No, she won't. You don't understand. I have a strange kind of godmother.
You're a strange kind of girl. You haven't yet told me your name.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Of course I would. Whatever you're called is the most beautiful name in the world. Whatever your name is, I love you. I will always love you. You don't say anything. I've just told you that I love you, and you don't say anything.
I'm afraid to. I'm afraid I might wake up.
Are you sure you're asleep?
Yes.
Are you dreaming I'm about to kiss you? It's strange how things happen. A girl I've never seen before walks down a flight of stairs, and my whole life is changed. Suddenly, I'm in a different world. I'm deeply in love, and yet I don't know why I'm in love. Do you?
Do I what?
Do you know why I'm in love? What did you think I meant?
I thought you meant, do I know why I am in love?
Well, do you? I mean, are you?
Yes.
And do you know why?
No, but I don't care why.
I always want to know why I do anything. And so I ask myself, why you, a stranger, are suddenly the only kind of girl I could love, and you're the only one of your kind. Why? Why is the sound of your voice the sweetest sound in the world? Why is the color of your hair the only color a girl's hair should be? Why would I rather hold you in my arms than do anything else in the world? Why?
Because, Your Highness.
Christopher.
Christopher. Because that is the way you feel.
But why do I feel that way? What makes you so miraculous?
Your imagination.
Then what makes my imagination so miraculous? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Maybe you do just imagine me. Maybe I am imagining you. Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Now tell me your name.
The clock!
a night. What a magnificent affair.
Were there many people there?
Oh, I should say about 5,000. What would you say, girls?
I would say about 10,000. Or 12.
It must be a very large ballroom at the palace.
About half a mile long. And what beautiful music for dancing.
Did you dance too?
I should say I did. I met an old beau of mine and he practically monopolized me.
Was he a good dancer?
Light as a feather.
Did any of you get to dance with the prince?
Did any of us get to dance with the prince?
Did you hear what she said? Did we get to dance? I danced about an hour with him.
You danced an hour with him?
Oh, didn't you?
Well, of course I did if you did.
Did you know everyone there?
Nearly everyone. All except a princess who came in very late and left very early. I had no idea who she was.
Did she get to dance with the prince?
Yes, I think I saw her dancing with him once.
That's right, just once.
Do you think he liked her?
Nah, she was only there for a few minutes. Did you go to sleep right after we left?
No, I stayed up till a little after midnight.
What were you doing all that time?
Dreaming.
Dreaming what?
Well, what it must be like at the ball.
Well, you couldn't possibly dream what it was like unless you were there.
Well, I was trying to.
Oh, well, you just couldn't.
Well, maybe I have more of an imagination than you think. I have been dreaming and trying to feel the way you must feel, the way all girls must be feeling, looking forward to the ball all that time. And finally, the night arrives, and you put on the most beautiful dress you have ever worn in your entire life, and off you go. I think I can almost feel what it's like. I imagine when you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you were breathless with a wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looked that way, the way you say. She talks as if she knows.
I do not know, these things are so, I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom, and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid to hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You were seriously thinking of retreating, then you seem to hear Him asking you to dance. You make a bow, a timid bow, and shyly answer yes.
How would you know that this is so?
I do no more than guess.
You can guess till you're blue in the face, but you can't even picture such a man. He is more than a prince, he's an ace.
But sisters, I really think I can.
What?
I think that I can picture such a man. He is tall and straight as a lance, and his hair is dark and wavy. His eyes can melt you with a glance.
He can turn a girl to gravy.
When he waltzes, he whirls you around like your feet never touch the floor.
Right, he does.
And he makes you feel that you weigh nothing at all.
That's right, he does.
He leads you around the crowded ballroom and out onto the terrace.
That's right, he
does. Didn't he lead you out onto the terrace? I guess he did. I was so faint with joy, I didn't even know what was happening to me. Me too.
Out on the terrace, you stop dancing.
Yes?
You walk.
Yes?
You stop walking.
Yes?
You talk. Then...
You stop talking?
Oh, that's right. Then you start thinking.
Oh. Start thinking what?
Thinking how wonderful it all is.
How wonderful what all is.
Everything. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night, a lovely night.
A finer night you'll know you'll never see.
You meet your prince, a charming prince.
As charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the hazy heavens tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you.
You say goodbye, away you fly,
But on your lips you'll keep a kiss.
All your life you'll dream of this
Lovely, lovely night.
a lovely night.
How lovely.
A lovely night.
How lovely. A finer night you know you'll never see.
How lovely.
Meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. Stars in hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
What nonsense! Rubbish and drivel. And you, listening to her, and even aping at her very words.
But Mother!
Go to your room.
It's all Cinderella's fault.
Imagine her trying to imagine what it was like at the ball.
It wasn't anything like that.
Nothing like it at all.
You know what they always say.
And I don't mind. It's the devil's workshop.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
And you, clean this place up. It looks like a pig pen.
Yes, ma'am. The stars in the hazy heaven trembled above me, danced when he promised always to love me. The day came through, away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss. All my life I'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
belongs to her.
What are you going to do?
Sir, may I borrow your royal guard to send through the kingdom in search of her?
Yes, of course.
And your secret service, may I call them in to help me?
Yes, of course. They never find anything. But you can try.
I will try everything. I will search every inch of the kingdom for the owner of this slipper.
That's what I would do. What? I would?
See to it that the slipper is tried on every young girl in the kingdom. Every girl, no matter how unlikely she seems. You are to keep trying until you find the one that fits. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Find that girl.
I will just go speak with my chief of Secret Service. Good luck.
Chris, suppose you don't find her.
I must find her.
Before last night, you knew nothing about her. You know nothing about her now except that she danced prettily and she looked pretty.
I know that she's the loveliest thing on earth, and I will never be happy without her.
Why do you think that?
I don't know why, and I don't expect you to understand, Mother.
But I do understand, Chris. I understand that it doesn't take long to feel the way you do about this girl. But there is one fact I want you to face. You may never see her again. I don't want you to waste your life on a dream. I want you to be in love with a real girl.
She is real.
She was real last night. If she doesn't come back, she will never be real again, will she? Chris, be honest with yourself. Does your future happiness really depend upon you finding her? Or are you telling yourself that? Don't be angry with me. Think over what I'm saying. Ask yourself if this is not just an illusion, an infatuation with something that doesn't exist at all.
You're somewhere out there. I don't know where. You said last night you thought we were dreaming. Maybe you were right. Maybe my mother is right. How can I know? How can one ever know? Do I love you because you're beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
It almost fits. Does that count?
Mother! Honestly, it's my shoe. I know that shoe anywhere. Won't be needing this anymore. You see, it fits perfectly. Let me try!
Are there any other maidens in this household?
No, there is no one else here.
What about Cinderella?
Nonsense.
Who's Cinderella?
Who's Cinderella?
Who's Cinderella?
Why, just a chimney sweep and general helper here. There would be no use trying the slipper on her.
We have orders to try the slipper on everyone.
Try upstairs.
How dare you come poking your nose into my business?
I thought this was the prince's business. He's the one looking for the missing girl, isn't he?
But Cinderella.
Well, she is a girl.
Oh, yeah.
There's nobody up there.
What? There's no one there?
I told you.
Isn't that just like Cinderella? She hasn't even finished the laundry yet. Or the floor. And someone should really sweep out that fireplace.
But I don't understand. Cinderella's not there, but where could she be? Of course. I know.
And you tried the slipper on every young maiden.
Every young maiden that could be found. We're sorry, Your Highness.
Mother was right. I'll never find her. Either she doesn't exist, or she's fled the kingdom. It was all a foolish dream. Thank you. You may go. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, I didn't think... I'm sorry, Your Highness. I didn't think anyone would be here. I'm sorry.
You look familiar. At least, I think you do, under all that grime. Do you work in the palace?
No, Your Highness.
I'm sure I've seen you before. Or, at least, someone who resembles you. Do you, by any chance, have a sister?
2, Your Highness.
And these sisters, were they at the ball?
Yes, Your Highness.
And do they look like you?
Well, they're stepsisters, Your Highness.
Stepsisters. Oh.
Is there anything wrong, Your Highness?
Just the end of a dream. A dream that didn't come true about a glass slipper that didn't fit anyone.
Your Highness, you mustn't give up hope.
It was just a lost cause. A wild goose chase. It was impossible.
Your Highness, impossible things are happening every day.
And even foolish dreams come true.
Yes, if you believe hard enough and believe in what you're wishing, even foolish dreams come true.
Why do I feel... Or am I just imagining? Who are you?
I'm just a girl from the village. I think I'd better be going. My stepmother will be wondering where I am.
Your stepmother wouldn't mind if you're a little late. Wouldn't mind if you're a little late.
Really, Your Highness, I must go.
Yes, I suppose you must.
Well, goodbye, Your Highness.
Yes. Goodbye. Wait. At least tell me your name.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Silly name. Wouldn't like it. Stop. Did anyone try the slipper on you?
No, Your Highness.
I found you, and yet I still do not know your name.
My name is Cinderella.
The most beautiful name in the world.
Cinderella.